I'd like to introduce a very simple way of doing soulful conversations. Others call this spiritual conversation, or perhaps another name. One of the most important things to remember are these three words that guide every soulful conversation: safe, intentional, sacred. Keeping soulful conversations safe means keeping everything confidential. Sharing our stories wholeheartedly can be very scary for many. Showing our vulnerabilities takes a lot of courage. We respond to this by making a solemn promise to keep those stories safe in our hearts. Another way of ensuring safety in soulful conversations is to remain silent when others are sharing. Do not cross-talk, make any comments, give advice, or ask any questions, no matter how well-meaning they are. There is no need to fix anything or save anyone. Being intentional in soulful conversations means coming in fully present to yourself and others. This means doing the preparations needed prior to the conversation. This also means having a sense of what you're being led to share when your time to speak comes. On the part of the listeners, being intentional might mean looking out for any word or phrases or images that might come up as a person is sharing and taking note of them. These notes will be helpful later on. And last, but most importantly, soulful conversations are sacred, and we intend to keep it that way. We hold each story with reverence. We celebrate the many ways the sacred moves in each person's life. An ideal group has 3 to 4 members only to keep the circle intimate. The first round starts with a moment of silence. A short meditation or mindfulness exercise is recommended. If it's the group's first time to meet, it can also include short introductions. After those preliminaries, each person is given 10 minutes to share. The general question can be, what is arising in me in relation to the activity and reflection questions? After each person's sharing, please spend a few seconds of silence just to make space for what was heard to land in everybody's consciousness. In round 2, each person is given 5 minutes for the sharing, and this time, the members of the group will share what resonated with them from the sharing they heard from others. This is where your notes can come handy. What words or phrases or images stayed with you? What spoke to you? In this round, you will talk about what's going on in you as you sit with those words, phrases, or images. An important reminder here is to stay with your experience. Just cite what you got from other people sharing and then ground it on your experience. Do not modify what people shared or make any comments or interpretations about what they said. Just mention what you got and go back to your own experience. After this round, the group might want to spend a few moments of silence again. Perhaps listen to an appropriate song, or maybe talk about the next session, if applicable. Doing soulful conversations is pretty straightforward, but it needs practice and commitment. I hope this becomes a meaningful spiritual practice for you.